Cameras trained on one man. 3 goals in 3 games, and you can't argue with that. We're live on EA TV.
Great.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. David De Gea starts in goal. Rafael Varane plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. Paul Pogba plays with Fred in central midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. And here's the starting 11 for Brentford.
Well, when they don't have possession, it will be a back 5. But when they win the ball back, the wing-backs will push further forward to make it a 3-5-2.
And the match gets underway here at Old Trafford. Let's hope we're in for something special. He's beaten his man. It should be. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. Over it comes. Well, really stout defending there. Off the line. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why the manager is furious. It's just really poor play, offering up possession far too easily in a dangerous area. And at this level, if you keep doing that, you're going to get punished. It's just not good enough.
So they're playing again. It's Manchester United with the lead here. Showing good defensive judgment. Rashford, fine pass. Well, it looked like a decent avenue of attack, but he couldn't keep himself onside.
Well, he's just a bit too eager there. All well and good playing on the shoulder, but he just needs to bend his run to stay onside.
Janert. Doucouré. Takes it on. And what a magical save it was. He's driven in the corner. Not the best clearance, and a little too close to the keeper in the end. Marcus Rashford. Pogba has it. Well, he's got past his man. And you need your defender to take charge. Already closing him down here. Janert. Effective challenge. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. And in the end, no damage done. Henry. Mbumo. Well, high marks for that pass. And I must say, that was a very promising attack. The alarm bells were sounding. And a throw-in forthcoming. Good-looking cross. And he did what he had to do defensively. Good visualisation and execution. He's got the right idea with that pass. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. And they have possession again. More than decent this from United. Not really the ideal clearance. Rashford. And could he find someone at the far post? Well, it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Ayer. United regaining possession. Well, disappointing for the players of the centre that it didn't reach them. They're not giving their opponents any time to breathe. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Every goalkeeper would expect to catch that one. Mbumo. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Janvier. And it's United's turn now. Wan-Bissaka. And crossed in there. On a time for composure on the ball. Encouraging stuff from United. And firing it to the near post. Well, no problems defensively. Top-class defending. Well, no let-up, plenty of pressure. Not a good pass. Mount. Rashford. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba might want this. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
It's going their way, 2-0. United could get in behind the defence. Well, possibilities inside the box. And still dangerous. Lovely ball over the top. A real opening now. It has to be, surely. That really would have changed the equation had it gone in, Stuart.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Sancho! Big chance. Defensive excellence there. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, as you can see, that's a brilliant half volley. He strikes it with so much control. That's an excellent finish.
And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. And the match gets underway here at Old Trafford. Let's hope we're in for something special. It should be! Well, really fine goalkeeping, good diving stop. Over it comes. Well, really stout defending there, off the line. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision. Doucouré takes it on, and what a magical save it was. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba might want this. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. It has to be, surely. Sancho. Big chance. Oh, tremendous goal. Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful.
For Manchester United.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
17, Fred. To be replaced by number 34, Donny van der Beek.
So the ball rolling again, and United very much in charge of this one. So let's see how the second half pans out. And attempting the through ball. And possibilities here. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Maguire. Here's Luke Shaw. Jadon Sancho. Opportunity it is. Can he finish? Couldn't quite hang on. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault.
Well, here it is again, and I don't think it's good enough from the goalkeeper, you have to say that. He spilled it right into the danger zone, and at this level, you're always going to be punished.
as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. And a substitution in the offing. And he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Mount. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Manchester United facing Spurs. He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, goodness me, off the post. What a vital intervention.
Well, I still can't believe that didn't go in. So unlucky not to score there. Cracking effort, you have to say.
And they have possession again. It's going to be United's free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise.
Mason Mount to be replaced by number 18, Bruno Fernandes.
Well, there it is. United have had most of the ball. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far.
Not all that convincing defensively. Not a time for composure on the ball. And a throw-in forthcoming. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Donny van de Beek. Taking care of business defensively here. Well, delighted to say, more Premier League action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Brentford facing Burnley.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
And just slightly offside. Donny van de Beek. Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho. Well, just a whisker wide of the post. Not a bad effort at all.
Substitution for
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Number 23, Luke Shaw. Coming onto the pitch, number 3, Eric Bailly.
Sheikh Doucouré. Getting in there to intercept. Sancho. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Able to close down the shot. Vitaly Janelt. An awful lot of green space to run into. Oh, surely. Whatever way you look at that, it's been squandered. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Paul Pogba. Donny van de Beek. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. And he's through here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here we can see it again, and it starts with the ball over the top, perfectly weighted, and then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Oh my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Mbumo. Bruno Fernandes. Sancho now. That's not a bad ball. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. He's driven in the corner, making sure nothing came of it. Being pressed hard. Take it away. Excellent vision. Sancho. The clearance wasn't decisive. Really getting stuck in. Donny van de Beek. Ball played nicely. Van de Beek. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. It could be up for grabs. And a goal it is! But in all honesty, the keeper should have done much, much better.
Well, when you look at this again, there's two things wrong defensively about this. First of all, the goalkeeper should not be parrying it into a dangerous area, and the defenders have to be sharper to get to the knockdown. It's not good defending all round.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. Doucouré. Tremendous challenge. Gavori. Frank Onyeka. Oh, he's given it away. Can they hit on the break? Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Space and time for the cross. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. There's the final whistle, and Manchester United progress.
Well, the result was never in doubt, was it? They controlled the game from start to finish, they created numerous chances, and they dictated the tempo. A very comfortable win for them in the end.
And the match gets underway here at Old Trafford. Let's hope we're in for something special. It should be. Well, really fine goalkeeping, good diving stop. Over it comes. Well, really stout defending there, off the line. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision. Doucouré takes it on. And what a magical save it was! Wan-Bissaka. Pogba might want this. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. It has to be, surely. Sancho. Big chance. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful. Opportunity it is. Can he finish? Couldn't quite hang on. And in at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper badly at fault. Well, just a whisker wide of the post. Not a bad effort at all. Oh, surely. And he's through here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. That's not a bad ball. Spectacular save, top-class goalkeeping. Van de Beek. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. It could be up for grabs. And a goal it is. But in all honesty, the keeper should have...
I'm getting to know now. I know now. Just 18. Feels like about me better these times the scores of a maybe or two from the full chain and know it throws the vital.
Always one of the highlights of any season. Two clubs who represent an unbridled commitment to excellence. Stay with us for all the live action from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as Spurs take on Manchester United. Well, it's an absolute privilege to be with you tonight from one of the great world football cities. I'm referring, of course, to London. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It is Tottenham Hotspur up against Manchester United.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
And number 7, Hong-Min Son.
This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea begins in goal. Rafael Varane plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And the contest begins. Fred. In position. Teammate in support. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. Goalkeeper's ball, and was always going to be. Dele. Now, Son. And a strong tackle. This looks promising out wide. And thwarted there following the cross. Jadon Sancho. Really closing him down. Good pressure high up the pitch. Oh, it's gone in! A significant deflection, leaving the keeper flummoxed.
Well, let's take another look, and there's the deflection. And from that moment on, the keeper had no chance, did he?
So on they go again, and that really should shake up United. Can they find a response now? United might be able to cash in. Well, he certainly wasn't offside by a mile. Son. This attack looks highly promising. Oh, great play. Now, Son. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Maguire. Fred. Shaw. Lovely ball. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Over it comes.
This is a message for no alley. No alley can please meet Jennifer Benzet.
Right here. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Steven Bergwijn. Well, the defending not the best here. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Jadon Sancho. Not a good pass. Dele Alli. Will it be Harry Kane? And somehow kept out by De Gea. So the corner played into the box, and he clears the danger. Shaw. Maguire. Well, Tottenham have possession again. Good technique displayed. Lo Celso. Oh, he's missed the chance to extend their advantage.
Well, it was a decent effort, but not quite good enough to extend their lead.
An important interception. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. He's scored once already and close to making it a double.
Well, every time he gets on the ball, he looks a real danger today.
Mount. Maguire. Here's Mount. This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance. Well, as the stats show us, Spurs haven't enjoyed that much of the ball, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Given away by Manchester United. And Spurs moving the ball with purpose. And beating the defender. Well, did the job in the end, to be fair. Rafael Varane. Shaw. Jadon Sancho. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Now the task is to remain focused. Oh, denied by the keeper.
Well, what more can you say? That's goalkeeping at its very best.
Corner kick played in. And no way through. Can they square the game? And it's in! A goal for Manchester United, who find themselves now level.
Goal for Manchester United.
So, a level contest. 1-1.
McTominay.
He's beaten his man. Can he give them the advantage? Marvellous anticipation. Denied again. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. And a textbook interception. Dele Alli. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. Kane. Steven Bergwijn. Defensive efficiency personified. He's enjoying space. The cut back. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. Half-time then, here in the English capital. And the contest begins. Really closing him down. Good pressure high up the pitch. Oh, it's gone in! A action, leaving the keeper flummoxed. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
And somehow kept out by De Gea. Good technique displayed. Lo Celso. Oh, he's missed the chance to extend their advantage.
Well, it was a decent effort, but not quite good enough to extend their lead.
Oh, denied by the keeper.
Well, what more can you say? That's goalkeeping.
Corner kick played in. And no way through. Can they square the game? And it's in! A goal for Manchester United, who find themselves now level. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Well, he likes to run at them. And crossed in the direction of the back post. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Reguilon. On to Dele. Lo Celso. Well, a good tackle. This looks promising. And options in the centre. The high press was very much on. McTominay. Something to worry about here. And the verdict of the officials is offside.
Well, he just gets caught ball watching here. Needs to be more alive, work harder to keep onside and be ready for the chance.
Kane. Going well. Throw-ins given. Riviere. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And he's through here. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Rashford. And played in. Not all that convincing defensively. And I think the threat has been averted. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Dele Alli. Given away by Tottenham. Rashford. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur. Coming off the pitch, number 20, Dele Alli. Coming onto the pitch, number 8, Harry Winks. Substitution for Manchester United. Coming off the pitch, number 39, Scott McTominay.
And over comes the corner. Not fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. Well, nothing untoward happened. Harry Kane. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Defenders need to cover. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
And United will switch things around personnel-wise. So back in business, and it's Spurs in front here. It's a fine United move in the making.
Substitution for Manchester United. Coming off the pitch, number 23.
Mount. Fred. Opportunity missed.
Alex Telles.
So 20 minutes to go. Højbjerg. Steven Bergwijn. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Marcus Rashford. Could cross it in here. Just the clearance that was called for. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will they profit from this situation? Højbjerg. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Substitution for
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Off the pitch, number 17, Fred, to be replaced by number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now, how about the short corner? Nicely saved. Well, a chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. And played short. And it's Winks. It's with Davinson Sanchez. Oh, a vital interception. Time is against Manchester United, but it's not over for them. Mount. And blocked for now. Reguilon. Now Harry Kane. Well, not far away from full time, and United have left themselves with a bit to do here, Stuart.
Well, it's been a tight match, but they haven't done quite enough going forward, in my view. It's all been a bit too predictable. A lot of passing, but not enough penetration. They have to get crosses into the box in these final few minutes if they want to get anything out of this.
Well, he was dreaming of scoring, but ruled offside.
Well, it all happened very quickly, so I wouldn't criticise him too much. At least he was in there.
Substitution for
Spurs to make a personnel switch now.
number 5, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, to be replaced by number 28, Tanguy Ndombele.
Ndombele. Kane. Well, he's lost it. Counter-attacking, very much an option. All hands on deck. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Steven Bergwijn. Can he finish? Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. And now the delivery. Well, the danger is still there. And problem solved for now. And dispossessed. Well, he successfully got past him. Superb block. They take it short. Deflected behind. Corner forthcoming. And deciding to go short with this one. And the referee blows for full time. The big headline here, defeat for United. Your assessment of the game?
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
And the contest begins. Really closing him down. Good pressure high up the pitch. Oh, it's gone in! A significant deflection, leaving the keeper flummoxed. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
And somehow kept out by De Gea. Good technique displayed. Lo Celso. Missed the chance to extend their advantage.
Well, it was a decent effort, but not quite good enough to extend their lead.
Oh, denied by the keeper.
Well, what more can you say? That's goalkeeping.
Corner kick played in. And no way through. Can they square the game? And it's in! A goal for Manchester United, who find themselves now level. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied, and they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there.
Defenders need to cover. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage. Mount. Opportunity missed. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Steven Bergwijn. Can he finish? Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. If they can score again from this corner. Superb block.